Hello, fellow Earthlings and quarantined prisoners alike. I did record a previous video and I did upload it yesterday, but turns out when I watched it back, I'd only recorded about half of it and the other half was just me like this for about 20 minutes. So I decided to delete that and do another one. Now I have to remember everything I said in the old one. I guess starting with quarantine, it's shit, but it's necessary. I know that it's necessary, and it seems to be working from what I've heard. But it's very bad for me to be on my own for this length of time because all the thoughts start coming in. Oh God, the voices though. The voice and a few visuals, but the voices. I keep on getting this, and I know it's obviously it's all in my head, but it doesn't help knowing that when there's basically a woman screaming in your house who isn't there, and there's some bloke talking every now and again, and all weird noises and a few visuals and bits of conversation, and Jesus, it's just like the worst cafe ever, except you've got to make your own piss and drinks. That's how I choose to delicately put it. But no, it does hearing those things constantly and not being able to make them stop, which I think then makes it worse. It's pretty sucky. I'm keeping busy, I'm keeping occupied, I'm doing some online courses. I've got my unconditional uni offer for September, which is extremely good, and I refuse COVID-19. I abhor it, and I refuse to have it exist in 6 months' time. I'm gonna go out there and get that virus myself if I have to, or with a big net with very, very small mesh, and catch all the viruses, and then I'll throw them in the river in a sack. Yeah, this is why I shouldn't be left on my own for very long. Anyway, so I'm doing online courses, back to reality. Rah, 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 rah. So there's like there's phlebotomy course, there's sign language course, introduction to and theory of play therapy, and something else as well, which I can't remember. So that's keeping me busy, and it's all good for uni as well. It's all courses that are relevant to what I'm studying, and just things that I'm interested in anyway. I mean, sign language, I've been interested in it for quite a while, and it was actually a guy that I dated who, it was the profession that he worked in. Anyway, let's not go down that road. Although I am back on Guardian Soulmates, and it's one good thing that has come out of this social distancing, means I don't have to go on dates, which is good. Which I know is a bit of a contradiction. Why would you be on a dating website if you don't want to go on dates? Because I hate dates, but I hate being on my own, that's why. This is the conversation between two people who don't exist. Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's good because it gives me time to. I'm speaking to a couple of people, well, a few, and it gives me time to get to know those people better without having to go on a date with what's essentially virtually a stranger when you haven't been talking for very long. So, in a way, it's just good. It means I get to talk to interesting people who it might lead somewhere, but there's no pressure to meet up or anything. So see, I'm taking the positive. I am doing some positive thinking selectively, selective positivity. Um, I don't think there's anything else in terms of what's keeping myself busy. I mean, in terms of me, other areas, my pain levels are pretty terrible. And I've noticed that not going out is making my pain 1,000 times worse, and I didn't think that was possible. It's at levels where there's times when I just can't move. It's awful. Lying down is agony. The standing up is agony. The process of standing up is fucking hideous. I'm not sleeping because everything just hurts so much. And the physio that I've been offered has been put on hold because of this stupid bloody virus. This is my cat. Where are you? Where are you? She says hello. See? Oh yeah, and this is Teddy. Say hi. He's older than me. I've had him since I was 10 months old, but he was made before then. Yeah, so my pain levels are pretty horrific. And the inactivity is definitely making that so much worse, and I really didn't think that was possible. And if it does get any worse than this, I'm not going to be able to tolerate it. And I can tolerate some fucking pain. But my hip, I don't know when it was, maybe Tuesday or something, I dislocated it, just getting out of bed. And I've dislocated it before. But this was a totally new kind of dislocation. And I haven't, I couldn't move. I was screaming, I was crying, and I never do that, do I, babe? No. God, it must be so nice to be you. There's never-ending purring and treats in it. Yeah. Yeah. So I've just got to really, really hope that my pain doesn't get any worse. I'm trying to keep myself moving, working on the house, there's just things like that, and just trying to make sure that rather than avoiding moving because it hurts, I know now that it hurts so much more if I haven't moved for a while. So it's not exactly a win-win situation, but at least I know that there is something I can do in terms of just keeping as mobile as possible whilst remaining in a tiny house. So, I think that's kind of it, really. I'm just crippled at the moment with depression and pain, and those things are feeding each other as well, and it just becomes an infinite Mobius strip of doom. And on that jolly note, I'm going to leave it there because I'm running out of time and I really don't want to have to do another one of these. Just one thing that I do want is for you all to let me know that you're okay, whether that's in the comments or whatever. Just let me know that you're okay. If anybody needs to talk, I am on Facebook. I don't know if I've said this already. I am on Facebook. It's under it's a new account under a fresh name. It's mostly professional accounts. But if anybody does want to chat, I'll find a way to find you on Facebook and have a chat on there if anybody needs anything. But otherwise, just let me know you're okay, and thank you for listening to me whinge for about 12 minutes. So I will leave it at that. Bye.